It's SW Live, where the vibes are unmatched. Welcome to another great show. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to SW Live, my people. It's Wednesday, and today's date, March 26th. Okay, we still in March now. Let me stay focused. We still in March. So welcome to the show. Welcome to Wednesday SW Live, my people. I have missed y'all for the last week. Because I was desperately happy to come back so we could come back for a part two of Are You Dating Right? And we're gonna jump into that, but we're gonna first start off, of course, with our quote of the day, and I'm gonna just ask y'all before we say jump into the quote. How are y'all? How are y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all loving? How y'all feeling? What's up? What's up, my people? Come into the comments. Let me know. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know. All right. Quote of the day. Let's see. Quote of the day. When I'm single, I see happy couples. When I'm dating, I see happy singles. What y'all think about that? What Dennis? What's the ooh wee for? You tired? You tired? You had a long day today. um. So tell me what y'all think of that. What do y'all think of the quote? What do you think the quote represents? What do you think the quote means? Is it because a lot of times we see things as a figment of our imagination when we are not experiencing it, and then when we do experience it, we start seeing it the opposite way, which is also a figment of our imagination. Correct? Because when you're in when you're not in a relationship, you see all relationships, right? It's just like a constant plethora of different people in relationships. You're gonna see happy things, people holding hands, people out and about, people shopping together. You're gonna see all of that, right? And it's not to say that it's not still happening when you get into a relationship. It doesn't change. It's just the fact that you may be going through something in your mind perceptionally, and you may be perceiving things differently, because of, like, you may be facing an obstacle in your relationship. Something may be new to you in your relationship that may have you thinking to yourself, well, dang, when I get with somebody, I don't feel like. But in reality, you just may be having a moment. You may just be nervous. You might be fearful. You may be scared. You may be just touchy that day. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be always easy to see um you thought you think you should be seeing. It's not going to always be that way. And I do think that we do have to stop looking at having that grass is greener on the other side effect. Anyway, we kind of like need to stop. We need to throw that out the shop, throw it out the window, because it doesn't help in a relationship. It doesn't help you see more of who you're supposed to be dating and who you're supposed to be seeing if you're always paying attention to somebody else's situation. Okay? So, yeah. That grass is green on the other side effect is definitely, it plays with your mental. You'll start to see that more and more because it plays with your mental. It's like it pop up in the right moment. Thank you, Dennis. It pop up in the right moment when to let you know, to play on your intelligence, to play on your mind, to play on your conscience, that you're not where you think you should be. You're not happy. You're not this. You're not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of things happen in the perfect moment, the perfect time to try to jump down your throat so you can start looking elsewhere, so you can start seeking elsewhere, seeking things elsewhere. And that's not really safe, because if you don't have control of your conscience, you'll believe it. You'll believe that, oh, it's 3,000 people out there that want me. You barely got them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we start to make things appear in our subconscious when we start playing like that, because you gotta chill out, bro. Like, you gotta just chill out. You gotta chill out. You cannot always think that just because you have seen the effect that being single can have on you is like that's what you really, if you're in a good place and you're in a good space and you with somebody that you can actually be good with, don't throw it away just because you thinking the grass is greener. That not only is that playing on you, but it also speaks volumes of where you are mentally in where you are with yourself and what level you're on. Because in reality, if you thinking like that, then that ain't no way to be. Like, you need to who says you need to even be in a relationship? Who says you're even ready? I'm telling you, you got to think about those type of things. So that's our quote. Our quote is, when I'm single, I see happy couples. When I'm dating, I see happy singles. Don't let it play on you now. Don't get out there thinking that just because you see it that way, that's the way you should go out and start living your life based on being like that or in a single situation, because you may find yourself being single for a long time now because you out here playing. So I want to drop a video before we jump into the conversation of the day. But we're going to be, for the conversation that we're going to be talking about dating, you know, the fun, if it's for fun or if you're dating to become one. And we're going to kind of like, we're going to jump into that discussion, but we're going to also talk about pros and cons of it. We're going to talk about making sure everybody that's in the situation is comfortable, making sure that y'all are communicating to make sure what you really want and how you really want it. Okay, so let's watch the video real quick.
A good man is a blessing to a woman, just as a good woman is a blessing to a man. If both sides don't embrace that way of thinking, you will end up with a one-sided relationship. So when a woman understands that, listen, his needs, his feelings, his desires are as important as mine, this makes you a much more desirable woman to that man. And I think that for a lot of women, what happens is sometimes it's not that you're intentionally trying to dismiss or consciously and blatantly trying to dismiss his feelings and his desires. Many of you, I do believe that there's a lot of great women who do embrace this mindset of we have to pour into each other. However, it's very easy as a woman to get so caught up in how you feel about things that you become blind to how he's feeling. A good man is a blessing to a woman.
Okay. That video spoke of volumes, and it actually it was very self-explanatory. It was a good video. It was a good video. It was a good statement. He made great points in there. And then, like, that's why I said the knowing of self, being very knowledgeable of who you are is going to always be something that allows you to be ahead of the game when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your companionships, when it comes to your dating, when it comes to you building. You being ahead and knowing who you are and what you're doing and all that good stuff is going to be very, very helpful to your growth. But if you're literally just chilling, you're gonna see exactly where your just chilling gonna get you as well. Like, you want to be in a position to where you are the one that's leading your situation, not you just falling into shit. Like, you just, you know what I'm saying? You want to be that person. So that video spoke volumes. It spoke someone who has knowledge of self, someone who is making sure that they're going to deal with someone that has knowledge of self. Because if you're dealing, like he said, if you're dealing with someone that understands that you're just as important as they are, that you're okay, you're just as okay with them being who they need to be and you being who you need to be, when all that stuff is reciprocal, you have a magnificent relationship. It's like fireworks, like all the time. You ain't butting heads, you ain't doing all of that because y'all got a good companionship. Y'all got a good communication. It's active. You got a lot going on that's making it better for yourself. It's too many people out here that be selfish in relationships. They get in a relationship. A man's supposed to do this. A man's supposed to do this. A man, you got a list of things that a man's supposed to do. You got a list of things that a woman's supposed to do. That's not organic. Ain't nothing about that organic. Ain't nothing about that satisfactory to both parties. If you coming in there, you got a list of expectations for me, bitch. I'm gonna take. I'm trying to get monetized. I gotta stop the curse words. I'm going to tell you from jump, I'm not the one for you to be messed up with. Don't come in with no expectations of me, because what I've shown you in our dating stage should be exactly what you should think that's going to happen in our courting stage, in our getting to know much better stage. Like, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to get worse. You're going to see much more of me in a better way, because you're gonna pull that out of me, because you're probably going to be doing things that I'm going to pull out of you that's going to have us haphazardly being good to each other, just on purposely good to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just normal. It's just something that you just do. You're supposed to be doing it. I am Keon. I'm trying to get monetized. I be slipping up sometimes, you know. But yeah, you gotta, if it's not organic, if you coming into a relationship with a list of expectations, baby, that's not organic. And half of that stuff that you coming to the table with on your list, you probably seen in other people's relationships. You ain't coming with your own stuff. You coming with expectations of what you think a person's supposed to do. What's up, homie? What a person's supposed to do for you. And you're not supposed to come into no relationship like that. I don't care. You can be upset with me. You can do, like, she thinks she know. Yes, I do know. I do. What's up, my girl? I do know. I do know this. This is what I do know. This is what I do. So if you have the opportunity to learn this person and you wanted to be interested enough in learning this person even more, get dating them even more, having more time to get to know them, if you're taking all this time to move into that direction, you're not just dating for fun, you're dating to become one. But last week's conversation drew more of the commenters and the people who I got a lot of feedback from. What's up, my girl? Who I got a lot of feedback from, they thought more of the lines of casual dating, because they're looking for casual dating that will lead them into committed dating. So basically, what I gather from that is you still want to be committed. You want to be locked down at some point, but you want to go through the process of dating first, which is perfectly fine. Don't let nobody tell you that dating is wrong. Getting to know someone is fine. You're supposed to do that. Okay? Don't just move nobody in. Don't just do that. Because what you don't know what you're getting in. So definitely go through the courting stages, go through the dating stages, okay? So as I was saying, based on what I've gathered, is that we have points of views that we have expectations on. And I'm trying to get even all the people that I consult with and talk with and communicate with, I'm trying to get everybody out of the mindset of having expectations. I'm trying to take that mindset away completely, because it's irrevocably wrong. Like, it's wrong, because then if someone doesn't meet those expectations, does that make them a bad partner? Does that make them a bad person? Does that mean that they shouldn't have the desire and the time to give you what you feel like you deserve while learning you? Everything, people don't come in automatically knowing everything. They can know enough. That's the attraction level, right? Knowing enough to pull you in so we can get to know each other even further. But if you sit around here just thinking that a person's supposed to come in 100% full of everything that you think that you deserve or desire, you're going to be let down. That's why it's no point in having expectations, because expectations let you down. You let you down with the things that you're expecting from people. You let you down. And there's no point in doing that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. I promise you. Stay focused on the reason why you're getting into this dating ship anyway. Okay. So dating for fun or dating for one. Dating is a stage of romantic relationships in which two individuals regularly engage in activity together, most often with the intention of evaluating each other's suitability as a partner in a future intimate relationship. It also falls into the category of courtship, consisting of social events carried out by the couple, either alone or with others. So you're going to be doing things together on a regular basis. That's dating. That's getting to know. That's getting to understand. That's getting to a point of substance. Okay. That's dating. A lot of times we don't do that. We just jump straight in. And we do need to date. We really do, y'all. We really do need to date. We really do need to get to know. We really do need to get to know the people that we're taking the time out to say, this is mine. Okay. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. It gets better. It gets better. Okay. The first date is considered important, sometimes for making a good first impression, or because dating may lead to more serious relationships or breakup or even friend zoning. You may get to a friend zoning point. You may be like, I don't want to be messed up with them. Y'all gotta help me. This gonna be because I think I'm funny. So sometimes I'll throw a little curse word out every now and again because I think I'm funny. So, but I can't get monetized if I keep throwing out these curse words out. So help me out, help me out, help me out. He said lovers and friends. Yes, yes, that's the proper course of dating, having being lovers and friends. But so or friend zoning. That's my last part. If the relationship progresses, the next step may include meeting the parents or any other family member that you deem important enough to bring this person around. Okay. And then you start getting to a point of either cohabitation, engagement, marriage. And even if the relationship develops, couples still may organize a date night or date nights to keep themselves engaged. While the term dating has many meanings, the most common refers to a trial period in which two people explore whether to take the relationship further towards a more permanent status. And in this sense, dating refers to the time when people are physically talking and telling people in public that this is somebody I'm dating, someone that I'm dating. You hear me? Hello, everyone, on this blessed Wednesday. Hello, hello, sister. Hold on. Listen to this. I was just about to say I feel you should still date even after marriage. Yes, yes. Dating is important after while married. You still have to date. Dating is that's how you keep your fire. Fire and desire, baby. Yeah, you got to do that, Stace. Definitely. You stay spicy when you keep do it that way. You definitely gotta continue to date each other, love each other, and show each other why y'all together. Um, Another meaning of the term dating is to describe a stage in a person's life. So there are times when people may come up to you and ask you, "What's going on? What you doing? What you talk? Who you talking to? Who you dealing with? What you got going on?" Da 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 da. And you can say at that point, "I'm not in a full-fledged relationship, but I'm dating someone." We don't say stuff like that. We don't say dating. We don't say I'm dating someone. We either just be like, this somebody who I'm messing with, or this somebody who I'm in a relationship with. We forget all about the stage of taking our time to get there. We forget all about it. Because you're jumping head first. I'm trying to be stuck together like two dogs. And Malta puppy. Dennis, shush. So based on the dating types we discussed last week, the most popular item was casual dating. Even at the big old age of 40 plus folks, casual dating. Oh, he's saying make puppies. Yeah, not. Oh, shoot. What? You say make pup? You want? You then it's at your big old age. You trying to make some more babies? You got to get with you a young girl. Then I told you that already. Somewhere between the age of 25 and 30. Somebody who willing to actually go through that process again. That's in they because somebody in their 40s ain't really doing all that. I'm telling you. Why do Dennis have his phone phone? If somebody in their 40s ain't doing all that, I'm just letting you know now, okay? It ain't. But 30, go ahead and grab you somebody who's at least 30. And you may be just real successful with that. Um, but even at the big old age of 40 plus, folks consider casual dating the most feasible for their lifestyles. And hey, no judgment. I don't have no judgment with none of that because I think you do what you're supposed to do for you. I think you're supposed to do what makes you happy. I believe in that full throttle. Okay. But what I will say is that if you are in your 40s and you feel like you just want to be um dating just for fun, make sure that is communicated to the person who you're dating just for fun. Nobody should not know what they're getting themselves into. Be honest, like be full-fledged honest about it. Because you don't want nobody to start liking you and they put up these defenses for you and then they doing things in their life for you. All these things where they're starting to rekindle things around you and build things around you. And you just over there thinking to yourself, oh, this is going to be done in a year. That's some selfish stuff. So make sure you let them know where you are up here so that they can be on the same page. That's fair. Okay. It's just fair. It's just fair. Pros of casual dating. It can remove the pressure of monogamy and the demands of an exclusive relationship, such as being expected to meet all of a partner's needs. And I already told you we taking the word expectation out of our vocabulary and throwing it out the window when we're talking about dating. I saw a video earlier. I'm actually gonna play it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Dang, where you send it to me at? It's a good video too. I gotta find it though. I want to play it because I think it's another reason why people be so screwed up into having expectations. You don't come into these relationships thinking that a person is supposed to be perfect. Okay, another pro. Casual dating may give you the freedom to discover what you want and don't want from a relationship before it starts getting real serious. You know what I'm saying? So before you get too deep, make sure you're having these conversations. You don't. Okay, let me let y'all hear this.
Marrying the one with becoming one. Jamal, hold on, wait. You got to bless the people of God. Let me brace myself for it. Now teach. I can't find the right one. He ain't got this, he ain't got that. And they're expecting what takes 30, 40 years to happen in 3 days. God did not say marry the one. He said they shall become one flesh. That become is a lifetime journey of ups, downs, pains, trauma. We are not talking about something that is easy. Love is hard. You are marrying an imperfect person. As a husband and as a wife, your job is to help heal your spouse's wound, and you got to learn how to work with your spouse's weaknesses. When you marry your spouse, you are marrying their past, their present, and their future. I just had to ask the Lord, okay, God, help me as her husband. What I'm seeing is not a weakness. This is a wound. Father, help me be what she needs to be so this wound can heal. I think we confuse marrying the one with becoming the one.
Let me tell you something. That man spoke a word. You hear me? Y'all confuse marrying the one and becoming the one. It's a confusion thing. We come in thinking people supposed to be these perfect forms of who we envision them to be, and when they do one or two things wrong, we it's like a complete letdown. Now, I mean, you see a bunch of red flags, and you see none changing. You see thievery. You see certain things. It's certain things you cannot overlook. What's up, my brother? It's certain things you cannot overlook. Being dead real on that. But there's also certain things that you have to give people time to grow from, especially if it's coming from situations that cause them to be this way. So if everything I love about this man is there in my face, full flesh, full throttle, ain't nothing, everything I love about this man, but then he got some trauma over here that may cause him to shut down on certain occasions. And instead of me talking him through it and trying to work with him to get him to a point of contention to where he can trust me completely with what he's going through, because that's what it's about. It's about trust, not having things thrown back in your face, not being looked upon as a bad person because you once did some bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing. I caught myself. But what it is that you do have to give people the opportunity to grow. You growing in these relationships for a reason. You growing in them. So you got to give people that opportunity. It's so easy to just say, I don't want to deal with it. But it's much easier to actually love that person for who they really are. Okay? That's another pro. What's the next one? Staying casual can mean you have more time to focus on other things in your life, like your friends, your family, and your career. It starts to come to a point, though, where that becomes selfish. But if, like I said, if you're okay with being just a single person for the rest of your life, then it's fine. Dating for fun is going to work just out fine for you, as long as you keep that other person in the loop. Casual dating may also provide a buffer against the emotional turmoil that can happen in more serious relationships, because people are fearful. They are scared. They really are. It includes the opportunity to meet and experience multiple people at different times, too, if you are dating more than one person. And there's a double standard to that. When a man decides that he wants to get back into the dating field and he's dating multiple women, it's like, oh, he is wrong. But we encourage women to not settle, and we encourage women to date multiple people until they find the right person. It'd be double standards with stuff like that. So it's really just how you do it. That's my whole point for saying that. It's really going to be how you deal with it, and the person that you're dating is willing to accept it. Yeah, that's what people got to start realizing, is that only thing that really matters is the people that's in the situation. When you start involving everybody else, of course things are going to change. Of course things are going to be said that you don't want to hear, because you shouldn't ask Stacy or ask E-Man what their opinion was about something that you got to live with and lay next to. What are their thoughts got to do with anything? They in a situation already. They already know how to deal with who they dealing with. They can't tell you how to deal with somebody you trying to deal with. They don't even know his personality. It gets deep. It gets deep. Okay. Cons. Carving out time in your schedule to go on dates with multiple people is very time consuming. So think about that. When you decide that, oh, I want to just date around and I want to date a couple of people, you got to think about the fact that, yeah, you could go out on these dates with these multiple people, but you got to have time to do that. And you got to tell them that you're dating other people, because what if they come and picking up food from the restaurant and for them to eat for dinner and they run into you and they don't know nothing about that? That's rude and wrong, because y'all liars. Y'all don't like to communicate. So if you're going to really be dating is for grown, mature people. Otherwise, keep on sneaking around, hunting other people, or just jumping into relationships. Just do it that way if that's how you want to do it. Because if you're going to be dating, you got to be real. You got to be real. The dating, it becomes an open book process. No, you cannot lie to yourself. But dating becomes an open book process, my G. It really does. If you sit up there and start telling yourself, I can do whatever I want to do, I can move how I want to move to my own beat and my own accord, it's not really, really true. Because you got other people doing this with you. Now you can move to your own accord if you got everybody that's in your accord on that accord. I better not see that brown lining in the panties up. I can't deal with this, man. Thank you for the water break. You are insane. I can't. Another con. Casual dating doesn't always allow for the opportunity to explore a deeper connection, especially if one of your rules is to not catch feelings. So if you telling yourself, cause, and that's another thing that come with dating, bro. Y'all lie to y'all self, bro. Y'all not being honest because you can't tell yourself not to catch feelings. If this person is running through all your green flags and just and giving you everything that you want to see, how you gonna just act like you don't care and you have no feelings? How you gonna do that? How? How do you even do that? How do you lie to yourself to that point? Knowing that, because we're human beings, we're human, we're gonna catch feelings, we're going to have emotions, we're going to do that. That's what we do. You cannot lie to yourself about that. And if you do, go ahead and know that your relationship or whatever, your dating, whatever you got going on, is going to be based on BS. It's going to be based on BS. You're not being real. You just not. You're not. You're really not. You playing. And that's not cool, especially when somebody is involved. It's not always appropriate to bring someone you're casually seeing as your plus one to big events like wedding. Please don't do that. And please don't make it a surprise date that you're taking somebody to a wedding or someone in your family's birthday party. Or no, don't do no pop-up things on me. We're dating. Talk to me. Communicate. Open door policy. We're dating. This is during the dating stage. This is why so many people end up broken up and leaving each other, is because I told you we skipping the dating stage. When you actually do that dating stage, you see who you really dealing with. You see everything about that person. You get to learn everything during that dating stage. It's going to make you decide if you want to move forward. Don't you think that's a brilliant thing? Don't you think that's brilliant to be able to have the opportunity to say, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. And have your reasons for why it's not gonna work. It only matters to you. If you can deal with someone like that, if you can deal with this person, it only matters to you, right? It only matters to you. It just does, okay? And cons. Another con is it may get repetitive and personal and even boring. I'm telling you, because you're trying to push away that I don't want to catch feelings mentality. And all that I don't want to catch feelings ain't doing nothing but setting you up for failure. Because now you're gonna be dating somebody every 3 months because you're gonna do what you're gonna do with them. You're gonna get tired of it. It's gonna get repetitive. They're gonna show you something that they don't like. And boom, I'm letting that go. And boom, we're going to move on to the next one. And you're going to do it again. And it's going to happen again. And it's going to be a constant repetitive thing if you're not doing it for the reasons of at least trying to get to know someone to better, to have better fun with them. Because the more you get to know someone, the more fun you can have because you're learning them. You're exploring them. It's opportunities there that you get to enjoy, that you can enjoy, that some people are not going to be willing to open up and give you if all y'all doing is messing around. But if you let somebody know that you really want it to be deeper than that, listen, the opportunities to explore that person it's almost like you're meeting a different person every day. Every date is like a different person. Every experience, every new thing that you do is going to be almost like a new thing that they do, because you guys are growing and learning each other. But if all you keep doing is meeting that person, that that figment, the person who come on a first date, like a lot of people do, he say meeting that represent a representative. That's the perfect word. When you, if you, because for at least 3 months of that dating realm, you dating that representative. Because a lot of people don't know how to be open and real. That's why I keep saying dating is the time to be real. Bringing your representative to the table is going to be, it's time consuming. You're wasting time. Just be right about it. So some of the tips that I can help you with for yours to have a successful casual dating is, drum roll please, make sure everybody involved knows the score. I think I already mentioned that, but as an additional replication of that tip, make sure you being honest with what you got going on. Make sure, if you don't do anything else, be serious, or want anything serious, it's important that the person or people you're dating know that. Make it clear that you're not looking for something serious from the beginning. Make it very, very clear. Okay, be real. Be real. Keep checking in. Keep checking in. When it comes to relationships and getting to know people, you can't just set it and forget it. Even if everyone is in agreement at the beginning of their arrangement, things change. So y'all want to have regular conversations to make sure you're staying casual still feels good to all partners and ensures that no unspoken expectations are creeping in. That keyword expectations now. Don't play on yourself with it. Don't do it. Be honest with yourself. Accountability. Check-ins and renegotiations only work if you're being honest with yourself first. So if you're not interested in moving further, but they telling you that they would like to move further with you, go ahead and let them know right then that that's not on your agenda. I'm really not into you like that. I just want to do what we doing. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can get mad at you for your honesty. And if they get mad, oh well, you did the right thing for real then. You know, people are still hurt from past relationships and haven't let go. Exactly. Which is another thing that they shouldn't be doing. Don't jump into nothing if you know for a fact that you still trying to heal. Now, you can be, when you get into relationships, you could be doing things to help your partner heal, but those not the, it's not from a past relationship that you just got out of and now you like, let me jump into something else because I just can't be alone. No, it's not like that. That's not the way you try to heal from your past relationships with somebody who you're trying to grow with. It don't work like that now. You know, that's actually dead wrong. Yeah. Um, just being honest with yourself though, whether that's because you feel compelled to take whatever the person is offering. Don't just jump into nothing just because they're like, oh, I want to give you this, I want to give you the world, I want to show you this, I can show you magical things. So what? If you ain't ready for that, don't say you ready for it. Tell them people right then that that is not what you're trying to do. Tell them right then. Let them know right now. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to, hey, I don't want to even break your heart. I don't want to hurt you because I ain't trying to do that. Make your safety a constant priority. Safety is a must in all relationships, but especially when engaging in newer and more casual partners, because you just don't know as much about them. And your safety can mean a lot of different things, including sharing locations and information with friends and family. So you keep people in the loop of what you got going on, especially when you out here saying you dating. Share mutual respect. Although not serious, casual dating still involves having a relationship with someone, and it does. So even if you're not like in a real relationship, you're still in a relationship with somebody, casually dating them. So show some respect. If you decide that you want to have sex with somebody else, tell that person. Don't be nasty, because y'all it's some nasty, filthy people, bro. Y'all be around here hunching 2 and 3 people and don't be telling nobody nothing. Now you gotta go and tell them you got a disease. People are their actions, so believe them when they show you. Precisely. Thank you for that. For real, y'all nasty though. It's some nasty people out here, and to be perfectly honest, if you mess around with 2 and 3 people, you really, really, really are you messing up, bro. Because like you messing up, because at this point, people don't even know who they getting these diseases from. They really just out here hunching. Very reckless. Very. And I hate a nasty person, bro, because if I like, ooh, because in relationships, most of the time when you with somebody, you trusting them enough because y'all want to be intimate on that level. So y'all trying to get y'all to that level of, we probably not doing it with condoms or whatever. And next thing you know, 3 months down the line, you done came and gave him or her something. Yeah, that's disgusting. Be honest. If that's the mutual respect. If you're filthy, don't be right here taking off your condom. Let that person know, I can't. We gotta keep hunching with a condom because I'm hunching somebody else. That give them the knowing. Give them the opportunity to decide if they even want to still be dealing with you. You wrong. I hate that. Do another tip is to do what you damn well please respectfully, and that boils right back around to having self-respect for the person. Even if you are casually dating, it's still supposed to be some respect in that casual dating process. Like, you're communicating. Y'all lack communication. This is why dating is important. You have to have these things: communication, clarity, consistency. You have to have those things. And that's why I said when it's y'all 40 pluses that sitting right here saying casual date, because y'all just want to be out here hunching on anything and just hunching and doing what you want to do. You want to do what you want to do, but you can't tell the person that you're doing it on. You can't, if it's just casual dating, why can't you be honest with that person? Because you know they ain't going for that stuff. You know they ain't going for it. That respect is important. It really is, y'all. That respect is important. It really is. So don't take for granted a good person, because you could lose somebody super good just because you thinking about that other side of that fence. Remember? You looking over there so hard until you don't even realize that you missing out on a super dope opportunity right here that's in front of you. I hate that for some of y'all. I talk to people all the time that's like, I lost that one. That person who I knew could have been that one showed me that they was that one, and I played. And that's what you got to have, that brutal honesty. It's respected. People respect that. They really do. And if you sitting around here, you know that you doing dirt or whatever, and while you're doing dirt, this person is not telling you how they feel about you and giving you that opportunity to be more honest with them at that moment, and you still don't. You are the reason why relationships fail and people don't trust people. You, a person like you, would be that reason. You would. Okay. Keep a few people in the mix. Don't have everybody in your business. Not while you're dating. It's okay to just talk to a few people about it, and maybe 1 or 2. We ain't gonna say a few, because we get to 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 people. Then we say, now we'll just say a couple. How about that? We'll say a couple. Okay. Don't be telling everybody what's going on, because the perks of dating is to keep it conventional and to keep it out of everybody's business. Focus on the other stuff in your life. So you get the opportunity when you casually dating someone, while you're building toward commitment, you get the opportunity to have more time for you and the things that you need to do. That's one of those good things of casual dating. You get to focus on the other stuff that makes you happy. Think hard before taking people as a plus one. Talk to them first. Make sure everybody is on board with y'all showing up to places where it's a lot of people. Because everybody ain't, when you casually dating, if they know, if y'all know that it ain't going nowhere, they might not want to be out in public with you like that. They might not. They really might not want to be out in public with you if y'all just casually dating. They may be like, he don't take me serious, she don't take me serious. Why should I go on a double date with them? Why should I go out and do this with their family? Why should I do any of those things? Now y'all put yourself in real relationship statuses, and you upset now when they ain't showing up. Going too hard. Think hard before taking them end it like a grown-up. No ghosting. If you decide to end it, do it like a grown person. No ghosting. Just talk to them and be honest. If you're no longer into someone that you're casually dating, you can do one or two things. You can stop asking them to do stuff and hope they go away, because they might. Or you can tell them that you're just not feeling it anymore. And y'all, that's it. That's it, and that's all. You can do it just like that. You let them know that you done came to terms with where you were. You don't want to do it anymore. You, or because you already told them that you dating multiple people, you selected somebody from the bunch. Boom. And you happy with them. But you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest. And brutal honesty with yourself is one of the best places to be. That's why I said in the beginning of the show, if you know for a fact that you need help with communication and help with telling people how you feel and help with all these different things, you know this for a fact, you need to go into that relationship, that dating casually, and learning how to get to that level of communication, because you're gonna have to do it in a relationship. You gotta communicate, baby. It's too many reasons out here as to why communicating in your dating stage is super important, because you do not want to take that dating into a relationship and now you over here, you can't leave such and such alone because y'all just got more soul ties than real connections. And that's a real issue. We create so many soul ties versus real connections and real feelings and bonds in these relationships before. That's why you must date. As a Black woman, I'm giving y'all permission to date, because a lot of us, we were not raised to do all that. Somebody come up to us like, I like you, you like me, what you want to do? We're gonna move, we're gonna do this, we're gonna we're gonna start, and we just go. And then you going through these relationships with all this trauma, all this pain, all this static, all this drama, because you did not take the time to sit. And I'm guilty of that. I was 21 when I had my first kid, which is why I wanted to do things that would help people not go through those same experiences as I did. We cannot think that building relationships in unhealthy environments is the key. Date like your life depends on it. Be honest in dating. Court. Take your time with it. Get to know the person who's trying to get to know you, because there's nothing like jumping into these relationships in a spontaneous manner. It ain't nothing about it spontaneous. Nothing about it fun. You dealing with a goddamn lunatic. He dealing with a lunatic. And now y'all stuck with lunatic kids. Date. I'm telling y'all things that we probably should have known in our 20s. But the point is, now you know, utilize it. Date. Don't just say I do. Don't just say I want you. Don't just say this. Don't just say that. Date. Date. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for giving me y'all time. I appreciate you. See you next Wednesday. Y'all go out and enjoy yourselves. Have a good evening. If you got a date tonight, enjoy it. All right. Have fun. Thank y'all for y'all time. I appreciate y'all.